Hello, everyone. So I wanted to share my thoughts on the topic of starseeds today, and just know that these are my personal thoughts. These are my personal observations as an intuitive, as a channel, blah, blah, blah. So it's not anything that you have to assume as your own belief or your own thoughts. Take it with a grain of salt, as with anything else that I say or anyone else says, keeping that in mind. So what I wanted to talk about today when it comes to starseeds is, first, the term starseed. As it is used right now, is a blanket term. It's a blanket term to apply to any human that has a soul, that has its origin, that is off planet at a higher density and in a higher dimension, like on another star system, star, galaxy, whatever. From what I've observed, however, is that the term starseed is actually more specific. It refers to a group of beings that are, yes, off planet, higher density, higher dimension, but perhaps they've never incarnated on Earth before. And I've read that before, but from what I'm observing, that part does seem to be resonant. They've never incarnated on Earth before, or they're very young in terms of the number of incarnations they've had here. So have to confirm that through feeling. But yeah, so they're very early in their development, actually, as a soul. Okay, so going forward from that, they're very early in their development as a soul. So they come to Earth, and like, I don't know about everyone else, but when I was growing up and I was coming into myself and like learning about my Starseed origins, actually, I don't like to use that term for myself, but it's just easier because, like I said, it's a blanket term. But when I was researching my Starseed origins, one of the things I remember reading was that starseeds have come to this planet to carry out a specific mission of helping humans remember their spiritual nature. They're here to help people on the planet evolve. And yes, I believe that that is true to some degree. But I would just want to add some context to that because I don't feel like it's fully complete. One of the reasons why starseeds incarnate on this planet as well is not just to help other people evolve, but to they themselves evolve. Like I said, from what I've observed, many starseeds specifically are actually very early in their soul development. And one of the quickest ways that you can evolve is by coming to Earth, because of the amount of contrast that's here. Okay, the amount of contrast that's here and the depth of learning that you experience on this planet, and how profound that expansion is, and how it affects the soul, like when you actually engage, in the relationships on this planet, okay, through the human experience. Okay, so starseeds are here with a mission, yes, but they're also here to evolve. Like I was saying, they're early in their development, but from what I've observed, there are certain starseeds that are coming into the Earth plane with let's say a fourth density consciousness, which from our perspective, over the past, let's say 50 years or so, I'm just throwing a number out there, is higher or more expansive than what we were used to, because honestly, throughout the years and years, we've been thrown so far off course, right? Which is why these beings have to continue to come and help us to remember who we are, because we get thrown off and we forget, and then we have to be reminded again, okay? But coming in with a higher density than what we're used to doesn't mean that that's the end of the evolutionary process. You continue to evolve, you continue to expand, okay? So you can actually continue to evolve beyond, let's say, what I refer to the fourth density consciousness. You can continue past that. There's more to experience. There's more that you can expand into, okay? So, and one of the reasons why I wanted to mention this is because I find that many starseeds, those that are most resonant with that term, get so focused on the mission aspect and what they think they're supposed to do that they forget about actually having a human experience, just as a human being. Now, you might not feel resonant with the term human being, but that's what you are, and you came to this planet and chose this incarnation for a reason. Okay, to have a human experience, and part of the human experience is to be fully human, to have relationships, to experience the world through relationship, to experience the universe through relationship, right? So my suggestion to many starseeds that resonate with my definition of the term is to fully immerse yourself in the human experience. Continue to learn. What are some things that you could engage in on a daily basis that are just human things? Don't get so caught up in what you think you're supposed to do. And that's another thing. I've discussed this before, but I'll bring it up again, there's a lot of pressure that's created by thinking that you're supposed to do something, when really it's about, what do you want to do? That's actually the most important thing. Now, what you want to do and what you think you're supposed to do may very well line up. But as you continue to evolve, you see that what you desire to do is not out of alignment with universal flow. Just put it that way. You and the universe are one. And when you come to that realization, you see, okay, what I want to do, that's all that really matters. There's no other outside or higher perspective that I really need to gain beyond that. Now, there could be bits that flood in because, we're human. So we have experiences where, we kind of get thrown off and we get lost, blah, 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 right? But generally speaking, you have to understand the importance and significance of what you desire to do. And it may not look like what starseeds typically do. So just be open to that experience, okay? I think that's it. I think that's all I wanted to touch upon today. So thank you for listening. And I'll see you all soon. Oh, and I have that event coming up. So if you're interested in that, head to the details in my profile and check all that stuff out. The event is at a sliding scale, so you can choose how much you want to pay. And it's for the Diamond Light activation. Very interesting. I received the download for that the other day. So should be really cool, really fun and exciting. All right, so sending you all so much love. Take care. Bye-bye.